Nicholas Kuhn has all but confirmed his move away from Celtic this summer, so rightfully so, our scouts are looking for his replacement. We will discuss who the player is that our scouting team has found in today's video, whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Mikey Johnston is poised for a move to Brazilian giants Flamingo after an impressive offer from the Rio de Janeiro-based club. The 26-year-old Republic of Ireland international, who left Celtic last summer, has scored 3 goals and provided 5 assists in 41 outings for West Bromwich Albion last season. According to the Express and Star, Flamengo have lodged a £5 million bid, which Albion appear close to accepting. Johnston has already said his farewells to the Baggies squad and will not be joining them on their pre-season tour as he prepares to fly to Brazil to finalise the transfer. The winger enjoyed a successful spell with Celtic, emerging from the academy ranks to make over 100 first-team appearances. During his 6 years at Parkhead, Johnston claimed multiple league titles and league cups, earning praise for his flair and work rate. For Flamengo, the addition of Johnston would inject creativity and energy on the flanks, qualities that marked him out during his time in Scotland. A move to the fiery atmosphere of Brazilian football represents a bold new chapter in his career. It's actually quite an exciting transfer, and hopefully it all works out for Mikey. He's always had that flair and skill about him. Now for the main story. Celtic have set their sights on Rapid Vienna's Isak Yansen as they step up their search for wide reinforcements ahead of Nicholas Kuhn's £17 million move to Como. Brendan Rodgers is keen to bolster his attacking options following Kuhn's imminent departure, and 23-year-old Yansen has emerged as a serious target. Valued at around £3 million, the Swedish winger is on the radar of several European clubs after a standout season in the Austrian Bundesliga. Yansen has impressed since replacing Kuhn at Rapid Vienna in January 2024, notching 9 goals and 6 assists last term as the Austrian side reached the quarter-finals of the UEFA Conference League. The winger's performances have attracted attention from Serie A outfits Lazio and Fiorentina, as well as League One newcomers Paris FC. Yansen plays off the right, but can also play down the left as well. With Jota sidelined until 2026, Rodgers is eager to add quality to the front line and avoid any disruption to the side's offensive balance. Rapid Vienna signed Yansen permanently last summer following an initial loan, paying just £200,000 after identifying him through data analysis. He began his career at Skien IF and Kalmar FF in Sweden before moving to Spanish second-tier side Cartagena. His rapid rise in Austria has seen his value soar, with Rapid now facing a battle to keep hold of him. Rodgers has stressed the importance of replacing outgoing players with the right profile. As Kuhn's move nears completion, Celtic are aiming to move swiftly in the market, with Yansen firmly in their sights. In other news, Brendan Rodgers has revealed he's yet to decide on Johnny Kenny's Celtic future, despite growing interest in the young striker following his match-winning display against Queen's Park on Friday night. The 22-year-old Irishman netted the only goal at the City Stadium, capping a solid outing with a composed finish and staking his claim for a place in Rodgers' squad. Celtic have brought in a striker already this summer, with Callum Osmond initially expected to start behind Maeda and Ida in the pecking order, which left Kenny in an awkward position, potentially as Celtic's fourth-choice striker. Bolton Wanderers have already had a £500,000 bid turned down, with Celtic holding out for closer to £1 million. Speaking post-match, Rodgers has this to say, I've spoken to a few clubs that want to take him on loan. I just want to have a look in pre-season, just to see where we're at and see what's going to be the best for his development. We obviously want him to be a Celtic player. He's a goal scorer. There's absolutely no doubt about that. It's what's going to be the best for him and Celtic, and whether that's going to be here or whether it's just go away and get some more games and play. But I'll assess that over pre-season, Rodgers said. Kenny joined the club from Sligo Rovers in 2022 and has spent time on loan at Queen's Park and Shamrock Rovers. Rodgers is clearly a fan of his physical attributes and predatory instincts. Rodgers added this: he presses, he runs, he's aggressive. And like I say, 25 yards in, he's a very good finisher. So we think there's a lot of talent there. We want to try and develop that, and we'll see how he does over the course of pre-season, Rodgers concluded. It will be interesting to see what happens with the striker. There's a player there for sure, and he knows where the back of the net is. But whether his future lies at Celtic or elsewhere is a question that still needs to be answered, and Brendan Rodgers has a decision to make. In other news, Brendan Rodgers has revealed he may turn to Celtic's academy rather than the transfer market to help plug the gap left by departing defenders Mike, now Rocky, and Gustav Lagerbilke, a move that will no doubt leave some fans uneasy ahead of a demanding season. The manager's comments came after Friday night's pre-season win over Queen's Park, with Rodgers naming Dane Murray as a player he's considering for increased first-team involvement. Rodgers said this: "I always look from within. Obviously, we have Dane here, we've got Austin, we've got Scales. I think we'll definitely look to bring in another one. But I would always look for our own first. Hopefully, if Dane can stay fit and be available, then he's one that can be in and around it," he said. Murray, still only 22, has endured a stop-start career since his promising breakthrough. He made his Champions League qualifier debut under Ange Postecoglou and was seen as a future first-team regular. However, repeated injury setbacks have stalled his development. He then made his Champions League debut against Aston Villa after being recalled from Queen's Park, where he was on loan. Celtic's need for a strong, reliable centre-back to partner Cameron Carter-Vickers is clear. While Rodgers' faith in the club's youth system is commendable, it remains to be seen whether Murray, who hasn't put together a consistent run of senior games, can realistically be that man. And Celtic need to upgrade on Trusty and Scales, who just aren't of the quality required to take the club forward in Europe. With Naroki set for a move to Hanover and Lagerbilke also heading for the exit, the pressure is now on Celtic's recruitment team to find a dependable defender. Rodgers says one more will come in, but given the club's ambitions, particularly in Europe, it's a call that needs to be spot on. Lastly, Brendan Rodgers has confirmed that Cameron Carter-Vickers is back in training following a minor surgical procedure this summer. It was reported earlier this week there is no ongoing long-term concerns over Carter-Vickers' condition. The American international played 44 matches last season but carried a few niggling issues into the summer break. His fitness concern did ramp up towards the end of the season. Rodgers has now revealed the centre-half underwent a small clean-up operation to deal with those problems and has returned to training as planned, so there are no long-term concerns for the player. Following Celtic's pre-season win over Queen's Park, Rodgers said this: "Yes, he was out training today. He had some issues around the end of last season, but we decided this was really important for him. He needed that to get the operation. We knew then the recovery time would just be the week or so. He'd miss a week, but he's back working again and hopefully be ready for the next few weeks," he said. The manager's update will come as a relief given Carter-Vickers' vital role at the heart of Celtic's defence. With Mike Naroki and Gustav Lagerbilke both expected to depart this summer, the American's fitness will be key as Rodgers reshapes his backline ahead of the Champions League qualifiers. Also back fit is Rio. He missed the last 2 games of Celtic's season and was due back at some point this summer. The Japanese international is back training and was spotted with his teammates at Lennox Town. James Forrest, who came off injured in the Scottish Cup final, is also training. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.